Alright, Schlockmeister fans, from the Naked Torture Show double DVD, Flesh Feast. Let's check it out.
About time. I'll transfer you to rewrite. You can feed the story right through to them. Wait, Ed. I've got a tremendous story in very little time. The key man in the whole thing just got off the plane from South America, and I don't want to lose him. Right.
Well, as this guy's about to telling his boss about this big story he's got for the newspaper, this clearly bad guy overheard him and is taking care of business. Thus begins the first kill of Flesh Feast.
A special agent with nurses training. Dr. Frederick set up a lab for some kind of secret experiment. Several of the girls answered the ad for a part-time nurse, and Christine got the job.
I'm going to find out. I'm going on this case myself.
Christine just called and wants to report something to headquarters.
From now on, that's me, headquarters. Where do I reach her?
At the hospital. She's working there now. Part of the plan.
They got some sort of spy to spy on some doctor for something. Veronica Lake plays Dr. Elaine Frederick.
And the sooner I start, the better. When can we expect our guinea pig to arrive? Today, tomorrow.
Why?
There's something I must tell you first, but...
What?
I never told you in my letters the nature of my experiments. Carl, you are not a scientist. You wouldn't understand.
Oh, come on, Elaine. You just that you're a doctor, scientist, and that I trust you.
There is one thing they must never find out.
They know nothing.
They must never find out about my mother.
You mustn't talk of her anymore, understand?
I believe this is their spy. I think her name is Christine.
Never mind the detail. Anything else about the case you've not mentioned?
No. Dr. Frederick is so busy conning me with the importance of our work and its great benefit to mankind, she almost has me convinced.
Good.
Well, she wants a whole one.
You're kidding.
That's not all. I think the house is being watched. So if we pull this off, we'll have to make it look legit.
How soon does she need it?
Alright, apparently they're collecting body parts.
I hope she doesn't mind leaving her body to science.
Try not to think about it.
I guess you were right, Hans. What is done is done.
I'll take this to the processing room and we'll hang the parts later.
I'll finish up in here.
About halfway through this film, a bunch of thugs come into the mansion/laboratory.
I didn't invite you in, Mr. Perez.
What kind of house is this you're running here?
You get out of here before I call the police.
She's got some sort of fountain of youth rejuvenation thing
I
going,
never said the process
but she uses
was great.
maggots for it.
I know I'm seeing it, but it's impossible to believe. Human flesh.
Of course, you know I've been working for years on the commander.
And this is the special batch for Max Bauer.
But I'm going to mix it with some of these maggots, you know, for the rejuvenation.
You really think it'll work?
I'm positive.
I don't understand why you got mixed up in all these things. I don't even know what things I'm talking about, but I wish I did.
All right, I'll tell you then. It's...
And this chick stumbles upon the body parts. You have to trust me, those are the body parts they were cutting up. That actually appears to be the torso, I think. She comes up screaming now. That'll take care of her.
Don't watch.
If she doesn't get back pretty soon, they'll be in serious trouble.
Why must it be human flesh? What's wrong with animal?
Just take my word for it. I haven't got time to explain it all to you now.
Then we have no alternative.
If she doesn't get back soon, I don't know what I'll do. I can't send Gail.
Frederick is upstairs now removing the bandages. When she does, you'll have your look at Mac's power.
It's beyond my imagination how it works.
And mine. I don't pretend to understand. All I know is that it does work.
Well, let's go up there right now.
Wait.
Do you think that I'm handsome?
Yes, very handsome.
Ah, that deserves a kiss.
Hey now, Mr. Bauer, you're supposed to rest.
Well, he started to hurt that chick. So dude has to come stab the guy. This is the commander.
My commander, we've been anxiously awaiting your arrival. Max Bauer's treatment is completed and successful. Would you like to see him?
Now we're finally going to see this
Are you
patient
comfortable?
that
Thanks
Dr.
to you,
Frederick has been
but
working
today
on.
I'll free the world. Just
German accent.
do the straps have to be so tight?
I'm terribly sorry. I know how terribly uncomfortable you must feel, but it's very important.
So who is this mysterious man with the German accent?
you lift your head a moment, please?
Oh my God, it's Adolf Hitler!
That's my mother. And this one is for democracy.
Dr. Frederick's mood turns quickly.
Insane?
She puts maggots all over Hitler's face.
Benito! I had nothing to do with it. It was Eichmann and Goebbels.
Remember, dear Fuhrer, this is all in the interest of medical science. Heil Hitler!
All right, let's talk about this movie called Flesh Feast. Now, this movie I did see once before. I borrowed the VHS tape from my fellow Schlockmeister Jeff, and I have since inherited that VHS tape from him. I think it was one of those big clamshell boxes. It's this one on the right here, or left. I remember watching it. I don't remember anything about it at all, and even watching it today, none of it rang a bell. But I know I did see it once before, so it's a really short movie, 70 minutes long, exploitation B movie. I don't know if it's PG or R. It's probably PG because there's really nothing offensive about it. There's no nudity. There's not a whole heck of a lot of violence. A couple people get killed. But here's the plot, and it's a convoluted plot. But anyway, what we got here is some woman, Veronica Lake. She plays Dr. Frederick, Elaine Frederick. What is Veronica Lake doing in this movie, by the way? She was like a major Hollywood starlet at one point, like in the 40s or so, 50s. And then she made this direct. This is the last thing she did a couple years before she died. Died young, age 50, by the way. So anyway, she's performing these experiments, and they're kind of secretive experiments. Nobody really knows what they are, but they're supposed to somehow be designed to be like a fountain of youth. And she's using maggots. Now, I don't know if these maggots are supposed to be eating away at your skin and face and whatever to try to make you young again. It doesn't make any sense, but whatever the case is, right? But anyway, halfway through this film, these thugs from like South America come in and take over her mansion, which is like a mansion / laboratory, and they start throwing their weight around and talking about the commander. Who the hell is the commander? I don't know. Find out later the commander is like this German guy, and then we finally get a glimpse of the person that she's operating on, or that she's experimenting on, and it's the Fuhrer. It's Adolf Hitler. Somehow they have saved Hitler. He's alive, and I don't know if she brought him back, or these maggots brought him back, or whatever, but he's alive. He doesn't look all that well, but it's clearly Hitler. And then, she straps him down on this thing, on this gurney, and she's all by herself in there, and he's talking about the Third Reich and this and that, and having a grand old time being Hitler. And then all of a sudden she gets mad at him and talks about her sister, who was like, I don't know if she got killed in World War II or what, but somehow, anyway, she's mad at Hitler and takes revenge by starting to throw a whole bunch of maggots on his face, and he starts screaming and screaming. We really don't know what happened to him, but the end of the movie is just him screaming, and that's how it ends. Yeah, this is a piece of shit is what this is, but I don't know, it's a movie, right? I don't know how legit this DVD is from Grind Global Media. They also have 3 on a Meat Hook on here, which is another movie that I actually have taped. I'll probably review that at some point very soon as well. They look like they're just VHS rips here. There's nothing cleaned up about this movie. It's a poor print. Again, it's probably taken right off the VHS tape. So, but anyway, that's the only way you're going to get Flesh Feast on DVD as far as I know. There's nothing better out there anyway, put it that way. If it is out there, it's probably just the same picture quality. But you can get it from the Naked Torture Show, which I've seen range in price from $20, even a higher though. So if you're looking for it, maybe you want to snatch it up before it disappears, right? So I'll leave a link down below, assuming Amazon has it on there. So anyway, check it out. Flesh Feast. Curious what you think about it? Leave some comments and watch it. Bye. Flesh Feast. 3 on a Meat Hook.